guys, welcome back to the channel, and for this one I'm going to be showing some more love to my girl Songbird right here. One of the best characters when it comes to Shadowland. Like, I absolutely love Songbird. If you're new to this game and you're still farming the new Avengers missions, and even if you're not new, if you don't have Songbird built up, you definitely should, because she's one of those characters that will guarantee you a clear if you put her under the right circumstances. I've gotten clears inside Shadowland with her as high as floor 22, and I feel like I could actually clear floor 24 against the Luke Cage boss with her, even at tier 1. And Luke Cage has a lot of HP and a lot of friggin' dodge, so that speaks a lot. If I end up having her left over one of these weeks, I definitely will try her out. This obelisk right here is not ideal. It is pretty good and it helps me a lot, but one thing I will eventually change here is the damage proc. And the reason for that is because I use the auto attack feature a lot with Songbird, so that big button, and because of that I end up losing out on this damage proc a lot because it doesn't line up accordingly. So for me, I would prefer having an invincibility obelisk here. So the ignore defense is great. The immunity to stun is perfect for me because the fact that I have a lot of stuns. Songbird has 2 stuns and a bind. That's crazy. So if you have a lot of stuns that you can use to control the enemies and you yourself cannot be stunned, you're eliminating a way that the enemy can counter you. So she becomes even more of a monster with this immunity to stun, in my opinion, especially when you go up against floors like floor 21 against the Venom boss, because he has a lot of stuns. So if you eliminate a way that you yourself can be controlled, you then have more control over the enemy. So that's great, and that's one of the main reasons why I haven't re-rolled this obelisk even after having it for so long. So for me, I'm gonna say if you're building an obelisk for her, definitely go ahead and get ignore defense because it will help you cap out. If you don't need the ignore defense, then that's even better. Put something else like crit damage, that's great, but don't go for the damage proc like I did. Go for invincibility. Immunity to stun for me is great, maybe for you it's not, but like I said, it only gives you more control over the enemies, and in Shadowland, control is key, guys. Alright, so that out of the way, all her skills are 6. Key skills here, guys, are the 1 and the 2. The 4-star passive is pretty random, so you don't really get that much control over it. So you want to make sure you maximize these because they are 3-second stuns. As you guys can see, they're on a 7 seconds cooldown. That one's on a 6-second cooldown. They both last for 3 seconds. Okay, guys, so you don't want to spam them back to back. You want to space them out. For me, I either use the 1 or the 2 at the start of the fight. Hit the shield. Yes, guys, she has a shield if you didn't know. And then from there, I'll either use the 2 or the 1, whichever one I didn't use. Then I'll use the 4 skill. The 5 skill is where it gets a little bit tricky. The 5 skill is an amazing skill because once you do the startup, which is the biggest drawback to the skill, it auto attacks by itself and it does pretty good damage. The drawback, like I said, is the startup. It has a really long startup, and if you don't have pretty good attack speed, guys, you will get caught by the enemies because if you're not timing your stuns or binds properly, they will escape before this skill can actually get off, and then once they escape, you waste time running around the map trying to realign them if you're up against multiple enemies, or worse, if you don't have stun immunity and they have a lot of stuns. You see where I'm going with it, right? So most of the time you don't need this skill because you have so much control over the enemy. You can just cycle through these skills, and my Songbird for the most part can get the job done. I have seen people say that her damage is pretty low. I haven't found that to be the case because I use Power of Angry Hulk, so I recommend an offensive ISO set as well, and it would actually help to go with Power of Angry Hulk to give you a little bit more attack speed, even though she does have some coming from her native gears right there. But it's up to you. You could go with Overdrive or even Hawk's Eye. It just depends on what you need, guys. Like for me, my skill cooldown is not maxed, so you guys will see just how well I play, even with subpar skill cooldown. And you can go from there and make your decision on whether or not you want to go with Power of Angry Hulk or if you want to go with Hawk's Eye or Overdrive. Alright, guys, so let's get in here and get this thing done, yeah? Where you? All right, let's do this thing. Alright guys, so right here you just want to move back a little bit so that they can come close to each other. Otherwise you're going to miss one of them when you hit either the 1 skill or the 2 skill. And then from there you can just go into any rotation you feel like and just keep hitting them as soon as the 1 and 2 skills come off cooldown. Get out of here, Hulkbuster. Also guys, I'm going to show you guys something in a second I forgot to show you. With the Maelstrom, if you use it right after you use one of your stuns or your binds, you should have enough time, if your attack speed is decent, to get it off. And because Punisher has blind, sometimes your bind will miss, so you want to keep that in mind. He's a little bit more annoying to deal with in here. Cap is also pretty annoying because once he gets Bucky out here, he he likes to blindside you. But once you get Cap into a corner, he's pretty much toast. Look at that, boys. Child's play. I'm telling you, don't sleep on Songbird. You might not wake up, boys. I'm telling you. Ask Cap. He ended up face down in the corner. And that's all I have for this one, boys. Like always, thanks for watching. Show Songbird some love. Let me know how she works for you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'm out.